Why do we say that Murata, the Pyro Archon, might be the most tragic god in the original story? Even a true god would lose their brilliance before him. To protect Natlan, Murata abandoned a warm, loving family and threw his own body into the sacred flame, choosing to endure 500 long years of solitude. Years in which he remained conscious, fully aware. All so that he could one day drive the Abyss away completely. 500 years ago, the Abyss launched a massive invasion upon Teyvat. A brutal, drawn-out war erupted, one of unimaginable scale and devastation. Responding to the call, the 7 Archons marched to Canria, fighting side by side against the abyssal flood. Natlan, the land of Murata, was the front line of this apocalyptic battle. This meant that Murata would be burdened with Natlan's hopes, and perhaps the hopes of the entire continent. But Natlan's already fragile ley line broke under the strain of the war, turning Natlan into the greatest victim of that catastrophe. Its people lost almost everything. Their homeland, their unity, their faith in victory. In the final moment that the hero Sanhaja sacrificed his own life, allowing the god of the forest to strike the abyss directly. The colossal explosion became today's forbidden zone and taking tens of thousands of lives along with it, and burying a civilization thousands of years old. Yet even then, the crisis was far from over. The abyss had only been pushed back, not destroyed. 500 years later, it would return, and when that time came, the people of Natlan would no longer have the strength to resist. Even the god of the forest land would be swallowed whole. But Murata, though blessed with the power of the Pyro Archon, was still just a mortal who would age and die. And so he made a decision to abandon his loving family and journey alone toward a future 500 years away, to gather the power of the 6 great heroes and activate the full might of the Seal of Death to completely eradicate the abyss and save Natlan's future. Crossing 5 centuries wasn't as simple as falling asleep. Murata had only one choice: to cast his body into the sacred flame, locking his life in place and endure 500 years of burning solitude. During those centuries, he rode endlessly through the eternal dust. He was confused, he despaired, but memories of his little sister and the belief of Natlan's people waiting for him in the future carried him through the long twilight. Without those anchors, Murata might have been lost forever in the never-ending dusk. 500 years later, Murata finally awakened. Natlan had changed beyond recognition, and the abyss was ready to rise again. Even knowing that activating the Seal of Death meant sacrificing his life, Murata stepped forward without hesitation. In the end, with the Traveler, the strength of the 6 heroes, and the voices of all Natlan united in the Song of Dust, the abyss was finally defeated. And after 500 years, the people of Natlan finally saw true victory.